Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use Polyphone. It's a sound font editor that you can use to make your own sound files. What if you don't want to download sound fonts, or if you get the what if you don't want it, or if what if you're tired of finding a raw version? Like I I really how much how sick I how sick I get when I have to deal with SF ARC files and have them take forever for them to be converted. And I mean, like, sick of that, not really sick as in a disease. Anyway, so as for that, so the first thing you want to do is to create. You can open a sound font if you want. Like they can be either SF2, SF3, SFZ, and SFARK. But today we're going to do creating a new sound font. So first, type the name of the sample of the sound font that you want. Mine is Mega Man 7, and I'm going to. And now first off, you want to start by importing samples. Make sure you find a folder where you have all these SPC samples, which are .wav. If the folder only has all the samples that you want and nothing else that needs to be included, when you press Control A, then you can click open. So just select any WAV file that you can find anywhere in your computer, no matter where it is, what folder. I'm gonna click open. As you can tell, that I already renamed my samples a lot. It took forever for me to rename them. Now it's out of the way. You want to test them out to make sure they fit well. If they're not tuned well or not in the right one, you have to make sure they're all in the middle state, like for example this one. Percussion instruments like the tom-toms and the snare don't really matter that much unless the snare is too low. Like if the snare was like this low, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. Whistle can be as like a percussion instrument. Right cymbals kind of works like that. It happens to me, but that's okay for those in that. But that's okay. Kick is just one that. It's just one button press, or it feels like it. Or just one per sample. It's not an instant note, like for example this. No wonder the percussion organ sounds like that. Let me. Synth brass sound seems to work very well. Everything seems to work well. Now first off, the slap bass just sounded like that. Wait a second. Now here's what it sounded like. So they all seem to work fine. Anyway, so you gotta make sure they're all in middle C. The bass drum and snare drum don't really matter. If it was like this high, if it was like this low, or something like this low, that would not be good. Toms don't really matter that much unless they're too low for you. So as for that, now you'll start to start making an instrument. So I'm gonna make mine drum set. If you want to use another sound font that's completely made as an example, that's okay with me. So make sure you might want to have a sound font that you can use as an example. I'm going to use my own Super Nintendo sound font as an example. You can see that I got everything well done. Yeah, I changed the snare sounds. That's bagpipe. I don't know why it sounds like that. Let me just change it a little bit. That sounds better. Anyway, so as you can tell that I'm going to click. In fact, you really don't want to name it an instrument of drum set. Make sure you have separate instruments for each of them. And you'll want to drag the sample that you want and put it on there. So it seems to work very well. Click the key range that you want it. And in terms of that, I'm going to keep it the way it is. And put a lot for the others. So I'm going to make a sweep pad. I'm going to put it there. Yeah, for some reason it's like that. So you'll want to use your own sample as an example. So loop playback. Make sure loop playback is on. Okay, that's not what you want. So make sure you click loop playback. Make sure it's this, or make sure it's this. If it's this, you don't want that. They're both kind of the same. At least what I think. Yeah, it seems to work well. I wonder what happens if I do this. Yeah, it's just one. Yeah, it's just really just one thing. You can press backspace. Yeah, make sure you click on there, and you can just click on there, click backspace, press backspace to delete the loop. Now, just do the same thing for every sample that you have, unless you have a bunch of samples that you're going to use, if you're going to put in there. Now, personally, I'm just gonna make another instrument, slap bass. that works fantastic. And as you can tell, that I'm just going to do the same thing. Now, in terms of that, next you want to make a preset. I'm going to name mine M. Now, you get what I mean. You can make like any kind of sound font you want. This is a Mega Man 7 sound font that I'm making. I'll be working on this. It's gonna take a lot of time. But sound fonts that, depending on how large you are, they take a long time. But that's the way they are. If that's the way they are, that's the way they are. So make sure you put an instrument on. Make sure you make a preset. Drag an instrument onto there. You'll get the idea when you get there. But now you'll want to also know the percussion sound. So toms. I'm gonna put this one on. Make sure you find the correct ones. Yeah, I'm just putting mine like that. There's gotta be some way for that to happen. So you'll just want to make sure you find the right one that you found. So in terms of that, I'm going to make in terms of that, now you're going to I'm going to make another preset. MM7 drum kit. I'm gonna make one for kick. The kick. You're gonna make sure you find the right pitch. I'm gonna put another bass drum. Make a 37. No. I'm gonna make that 35. Yeah, so something like that. And as for that, I'm gonna make my own sweep pad. Now you kind of now I'm gonna make so now you got your bass drum ready. So you're gonna make sure you find the right pitch. I'm gonna make it 300,000 first. Add another snare. Oops, that was dumb. That was dumb. Anyway, never mind, guys. Sorry about that. I'm gonna make this 39. So you're gonna want to make it kind of like the way I do. If you're using Mega Man 7 samples, of course. Yeah, so you'll get the idea once you find something. When you I'm gonna make another toms. Make more tom sounds. So you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can see what I'm doing here. So I guess I got that so far. Anyway, so I can't. So I'm gonna cut the video here, so because I can't waste time doing this. Okay, so now we got that. Now I have got the instruments correctly. And yeah, the sound font finished. So I got like everything, every single sample that's in here. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, that's the slash symbol. Yeah, that's the whistle. Yeah, hi-hat. I completely paste the hi-hat engine from the Microsoft synthesizer. That was free font for those. That was the free font sound font that you probably might have seen earlier. I don't know if you entirely saw it, but it should. But that was what I'm talking about. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna include a saw lead. Sorry about that, guys. Just okay. Okay, I'm gonna use my monitor capture. Now you'll be able to see entirely what I'm doing. Just like I said. So I just clicked. So I just typed solid and clicked OK. Anyway, so if you saw that fading, I was just switching to the scene so it could run better. I'm gonna include a square lead. In fact, I'm gonna rename that to MM7 square lead. So I just had to include that in. So I just had to include that. And now I'm going to also open the free font sound font. Okay, so let me just take a look at what it looks like. So I just had to change the scene right there. Okay, 80 and 81. Okay, so I'm gonna make that 80. So I just had to change it. But also, I'm also going to add in. Okay, so I knew I had something like that in here. Anyway, I'm going to add presets. Wait a second, does this thing work well? Oops, sorry about that, guys. I just got the wrong file there. So, anyway, so I'm gonna put that square lead in there. Make that loop play back that. Anyway, so this should work very well, and this definitely works very well indeed. So shifter lead. Anyway, this works very well. In terms of that, I'm going to okay, I was just testing there. Anyway, so I'm going to stop I hope you enjoy the sound, the way I made this sound fun. It took a long time for me to do it, and I used the free, and thanks to the free, and I used the free font to help me in terms of the drum set and configure the right presets. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy. Goodbye.